What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we are jumping into Batman Off-World, issue number 2. In the first issue, we were introduced to the young Bruce Wayne, who encountered a space alien that was way out of his league, getting his butt handed to him. He knew that his training wasn't complete, that he needed to learn how to fight these individuals no matter who they are or where they come from. And so Batman takes off into space. But once he gets up there, he quickly sees that these guys are way superior to him, ending up as a prisoner of the War Storm, a massive starship filled with trained killers. He must learn his enemy. He must train like his life depends on it. And he just needs a little bit of prep time. Make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel. Make sure that you like this video. And with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so we pick up aboard the War Storm, the prisoners that are deemed unfit for mercenary training. Their purpose is the massive engines. The engines getting clogged up with space debris. It is their job to go out and clear out any debris that might be there. The captain not bothering powering down the engines during this process. Here in the Slag universe, the war doesn't stop for anybody. It is to be said that only the strongest, the cruelest survive this. Even one trip. No one in living memory has ever survived 2. That is, until Batman arrived. This is his 5th trip. This is when one of the guards comes up to Batman, after Batman saved one of these people's lives. He goes on to ask what Batman is doing, because nobody died today, and that is a problem for them. That's when he grabs the alien that Batman just saved, and he tosses him into the gears. Batman knows this alien life form. He has been training and preparing. This is a Branx, native to the Vega system, skin hard as stone. More power in one forearm than he has in his whole body. This is where we see Batman training with that robot, the Punch Bot. While he trains, explaining to the robot, letting him know that he doesn't train to kill. He trains to incapacitate. This is when we also have the arrival of the Tamaranian known as Ion, sneaking through the air ducts. She's been selling hooch all over this place, but she's been waiting for her opportunity to break free. She wants Batman's help in doing so, but Batman refuses to do so. He doesn't want to leave until he has learned how to fight these guys to their fullest. And this is when Ion begins to train Batman. She knows how to fight. She's a storm chaser. She has spent her life wrestling down any kind of fugitive from all kinds of species. We pick up with Batman's fight. His first move is to knock out one of the tusks. Enraged, the alien charges Batman, and Batman gets the upper hand. He takes the alien's weapon and he knocks him out. This is when the rest of the guards show up, asking who is this man. All of the prisoners say that he is the Batman. And we see Batman fight. After all of his training with Ion, learning these skills, learning these abilities, he has learned weaknesses, soft spots in the armor, and he exploits these at every opportunity. But in the end, Batman is overwhelmed. Far too many for him to take on alone, but it did take 36 stormers to bring him down. Ion making a brag that it took 46 to take her down, but she is also here in prison because they finally caught up with her. With Ion going on to talk about how she was in love once as well, because this whole time she has been believing that Batman has some kind of love waiting for him back home that he is trying to get to, that he is trying to protect, not understanding that the love he has is the love of his city, the need to protect it at all costs against all enemies. She fell in love with the person that she was supposed to take down. At the end of the day, she did her job and she took him down, but she has held the regret and remorse of this. Even had grand ideas of trying to break him out, only to find out that he was killed shortly after being dropped off. During the whole conversation, Batman was breaking his cuffs, asking Ion if she is ready to break out of this place. The two break out of their cell, they break the others out, and they attack the Stormers. While this is all happening, we have the Punch Bot that is arriving with the Weathermen, the ones that control everything going on in the storm, with Punch Bot lying to them, letting them know that he is here to help perform some maintenance. In the Weathermen's confusion, Punch Bot attacks. The storm disabled, and Punch Bot has cleared the path for Batman. but PunchBot takes a round directly to the torso in the process. With all the prisoners hopping onto the ship, Batman runs to go save PunchBot. As he runs to save the robot, this is when he runs into the Ikarian, native to the Slag Galaxy. This is the guy that took him down, or the species that took him down before. But Batman has trained for this. He is prepared for this fight, with Ion trying to make the prisoners wait for Batman. They can't wait much longer. They fire up the engines. Batman fighting against the alien, but he is simply not enough. The Ikarian has thrown Batman out of an airlock, falling through space unprotected. No air left in his lungs, only seconds before he passes out, suffocates, and freezes. With Batman out here on the verge of death, the weathermen are letting the Ikarian know that an escape pod has launched. No life forms aboard, but it is flying directly towards Batman. PunchBot plugged himself into the system. His last goodbye and last thank you to Batman. A thank you for teaching PunchBot how to punch back. That escape pod running right into Batman, Batman grabs hold of it and gets himself inside. Able to make it out alive, he crash lands on a planet known as Ikari. For Batman, this is exactly where he needs to be to complete his training. The Ikarians are the ones that always put him down, but these Ikarians don't know him like that. They let him know that the only thing you will learn here is suffering and the depths of despair. This once was a planet that was plentiful, but then the miners came, the Black Sun Mining Company. They claimed the ground as their own, and they siphoned off every single thing they could from this planet. Their children kidnapped to keep them in line, to keep them working as slaves. And once the planet was depleted, they left. And now the Ikari people are nothing but meat for the starving beasts that lay in the land. The barbed wolves have devoured as they please, wondering, is Batman here to answer their prayers? And Batman tells them that he is not here to answer prayers, but he might be able to take care of the wolves. Going to the wolves' den, Batman calling out the Alpha Wolf. He lets them know that the feast, it will end here, that he is the Batman of Gotham. He has traveled further from Earth than he can truly comprehend. Yet in this darkness, he is home. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. This is one heck of a Batman story. It has been knocking it out of the park. I love seeing Batman thrown into a position where he's kind of young, he's still a little naive, he hasn't honed in those skills 100% yet. He is thrown into a position where he has no prep time. He gets his butt handed to him, and then he gets the opportunity to get that prep time. An opportunity to learn his enemy, to learn how they fight, to learn their weaknesses. And this did help him to a degree, but facing against an Ikarian, he still falls short, getting his butt kicked yet again by an Ikarian, and then thrown out the freaking airlock. If it were not for the heroism and the sacrifice of PunchBot, Batman would not be alive right now. Absolute luck that Batman is still breathing, and that's what I love about this story. It is grounded in the most realistic way possible, showing Batman, even with prep time, having no gadgets, just his fists. There are some foes that he just can't take down. Now, with more training and real tenacity, I'm sure that Batman will learn the real weaknesses of Ikarians and learn how to take them down properly, whatever way that may look. Because while Batman may never be able to take on an Ikarian one-on-one, he can also start like a rebellion and fight against the War Storm. In a sense, he is defeating the Ikarian in that regard. What I'm saying is victory can take on many forms. Batman doesn't have to always win a one-on-one fight, but using intellect, strategy, and tact, you have the possibility of overcoming any foe. And I think this story does a fantastic job of demonstrating that right in these pages. The true hero of this story is PunchBot. We always love a robot that's got a little bit of humanity, a robot that is out there doing what we would call God's work. PunchBot is the true champion. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories. If you would like to get caught up on everything going on with this series. Go ahead, check out the link in my description, as well as the top of this video. It'll get you completely caught up on everything going on with Batman Off-World. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having multiple different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to comics every single month. Not only are you helping out the channel tremendously, but you are getting tons of perks in the process. Now, if you're unable to do this, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.